ARESxGOD here, and it's time to talk about Bleach. Now, this episode was very focused on Komamura and his decision for revenge, and I'm honestly really glad what they did here with this episode. The fight was over pretty fast, but at the same time I really liked how it ended. Now, the problem, which I'm sure everybody is going to talk about, is the CGI for Komamura's Bankai. Now, would I wish for it to be, of course, fully 2D, but at the same time the CGI looked really good. Especially I think it kind of fit for his Bankai, the color scheme, how he looked, the movement there. But also at the same time I don't want to focus way too much onto that, because this is more about his decisions, his choice, his sacrifice, but also everything else that is happening with the episode, especially towards the end. And there's one character that I'm sure everybody's going to hate moving forward. If you know, you know. But let's get into it and talk about it. Now, picks up from last episode with the Sternritters having their powers unleashed, and Bambieta is just awesome, but also at the same time she's one of the villains. She looked great with her powers there, the power of explosions, the explode as it was called. She kind of took care a bit too fast of Shinji, honestly, even though last episode was very focused on Shinji and I still have that soundtrack stuck in my head. She took him by surprise, and I really liked the logic there. Like, Shinji's power 1v1 is very broken. Like, you have to understand, changing your sense of balance, direction, perception, especially in a duel, is very broken. But also there's a very simple solution. With if somebody's fighting against you, just the way that Bumpy did it here, if you don't know which direction to attack or from where you're getting attacked, just explode everything, just attack all of the directions, so it's not going to matter. So that's why she took him by surprise. Now, if you knew maybe about that power, maybe it would have been a different fight here. But keep in mind, Bambieta is also very strong and kind of crazy when it comes to the explosions here. But before Shinji could die, we have Komamura coming in. This is where the episode focuses a lot more on him here. And Hinamori just had a brilliant idea, of course, again, to rush into things, and she almost died, but Komamura saves her by stopping her from rushing into Bambi. She tried, she could stop her explosions with her Shikai there, but there's a lot more to Bambi's explosions. It's not just a simple explosion power, because you can't really guard against it, because the reason why it's so broken, it doesn't really shoot out explosions. What it touches with her spiritual power, it transforms into explosions, so you can't really guard into it. It's very broken ability, a very simple one, which is kind of part for the cross. A lot of simple abilities, if you take them to extremes or break them in one small thing, they become very overpowered, and this is the case with Bambi here. Now we have I really like Komamura, how he looked here. We finally see him in his human form. Like, GIGACHAD would be an understatement. Like, he looks amazing, really good. I really like his design, how they had him in the anime here, how he looked just looked so good, which finally fully revealed how the Jinka technique works. And I hate that beast guy, the elder beast, however he was called. He's a piece of shit, honestly, for what he did here. But Komamura went into it with this. He had to offer his heart for him to get this technique. He did it for revenge, kind of going against his own word. Even they were saying it in this episode, how the original Bleach was his connection with the others and everything here. And he finally unleashes his Bankai and tears off its armor. Now, we know how his Bankai worked before everything with the Jinka technique. He has this huge kind of JoJo stand in his back that mimics his movements, which is very broken considering the speed and the size of it. It's very fast. You underestimated quite a lot, people thinking it's slow, but no, it's not slow. And it feels like definitely divine punishment or hell punishment here. But in this case, without its armor, it's fully on the outside, exposing its life also. And at the same time, the connection between his Bankai and Komamura, when the Bankai takes damage, he also takes damage. But this is where we have the Jinka technique kind of being very broken, and him being in his humanoid form, finally revealing the hole in his chest. Bambieta thought she had the advantage at the start of the fight, but the more the fight was going on, she soon found out that you fuck around and you find out here in this case, because while that Bankai was taking damage, it was regenerating itself because it's just full on energy, kind of the same way as Bambieta's power works. It's just part of energy right now, but the damage that the Bankai was taking was getting transferred to Komamura, but he had an immortal body here since he got that Jinka technique. That's how it works. You sacrifice your heart and you get an immortal body, at least for a while. So all of the damage he was taking was useless. So how are you gonna stop a gigantic monster coming after you? Bambi was overwhelmed there. She tried her best. She didn't understood why Komamura would go this far, but when you care about somebody and how much Yamamoto meant for Komamura, one of the most, if not the most important persons in his life, took him in, gave him a purpose in life, saved him basically. So yeah, it probably hit him the most here when Yamamoto died, and this is why he even broke his principles a bit and he went this far to get his revenge. And then you have somebody like Bambi who doesn't really care about people, of course, shouldn't be able to comprehend why Komamura did what he did here. And then we have that Giga Slash on Bambi, and yeah, she loses here very badly. The fight was started fast, ended really fast, and this is where we also see the aftermath of the Jinka, the sacrifice. When I really like that slow walk he had there, and he collapses down, started breaking down his Bankai, his body also. He tried to hold on, trying to get to Yuhabach to get his revenge, but then we see it on the other side, that Elder Beast reveling in what Sanji Komamura sacrificed, and actually eating his heart, saying you did this, you transformed into a beast, even to the words of your friend, for revenge. Now wallow into it, let the hate feed me also. So that beast is also fucked up, what he did here, but Sanji Komamura took it in stride. He accepted his fate here, and I wanna kill that beast after it even ate the heart of Komamura, and he started transforming to an actual animal wolf here. But before he could pass on, we have Iba showing up at the perfect moment, carrying him, saying, let's go get our vengeance. And Iba, I really like him. I'm glad he got this moment here, also coming in clutch for Komamura. It's gonna be interesting here, but this kind of puts a stop a bit to the fighting throughout the field. This took them by surprise, so to say. Here we have Uryu even coming into all of the Ritters with the shadow, probably to get them. But this is where we have I'm really curious how people are gonna react to this character when it's revealed what is going to happen. Bambieta was cursing her fate for losing against the Shinigami, full on frustration, and then we have the Femritters showing up with Giselle, and if you know what's going to happen with Giselle. I'm really curious how they're gonna do it in the anime. We even have Bambi begging, don't do it, and what's to come? Yeah, Giselle is gonna be one of the most hated characters in the series period from Bleach. I can't wait for that episode to see how everybody is going to react to her. I'm not gonna get into the gender thing. She is, he is, whatever Giselle is, I don't really care. I only care about her personality and her power. I'm gonna call her, or doesn't matter. if you care about that, go deal with it on your own. I don't really care. I'm here for the characters, for the stories, for the fight, for everything. I'm not gonna get into that. But yeah, we're gonna see when that happens. Now on the other side, we have Kyoraku and Hashwalt. We still with their standoff. He finally breaks the barrier after taking his time with it, and Nanao was like, GIGACHAD also. She did kind of the same thing but put up a stronger barrier. I really like Nanao. Kyoraku, I'm jealous about Kyoraku. Nanao is such an awesome girl, and I'm gonna say it again, Bleach does female characters really, really well. Now, after she made that second barrier, he was about to go serious Hashwal to break this new one, but this is where he has to back down for now. All of them were backing down, so things are gonna change on the battlefield here. Then we also had another fight. I'm glad they put me into Bleach. That's what I'm gonna say. I forgot to talk about it last video. You have James here, or the small dude with the belly. He really looks like me. I made. This is me, I'm in Bleach. That's it, I made it. He's literally me. Him there for the masked luchador guy, kind of beating up the three Madarame, Yumichika, and Hisagi. They get a bit beaten up after they thought they won the fight. Well, it's not that easy. He slams all three of them. He tries to go after the two beams that happen in the sky, but Hisagi tries to stop him. Now Hisagi gets a big lariat hit to his neck there. The move like that, lariat gets slammed down again, and this is where we have Kensei and Rose showing up. So that's gonna be another interesting fight being set up. So this was pretty much the episode on the battlefield, so to say. I'm really curious what you guys think of Komamura, his choice, his sacrifice, and also very excited for Giselle. But all of that, we also have everything else that's happening with Ichigo in the background, and his training / transformation into vessel, because Ichibe, he's a piece of shit, honestly, from what I remember of Ichibe. He even saying here, you're feeling the weight of the power of the king. So are you a vessel that is able to withstand, or a cup that is going to overflow? So he's trying to transform him into the vessel of the spirit king here. And yeah, Ichibe is a character that keep your eyes on him here. Ichigo tries his best. He pushes through the training, all of the visions, everything he was seeing there. It's really hard because it's not just a simple training here. He finally reaches the gate into the next stage, and we have the next Royal Guard, which I'm sure she's planning something definitely very interesting. But what I really liked, how her throne room there looked, probably one of my favorite screenshots, so to say, from Bleach right now. But overall, a really good episode. I'm liking the pacing. It's very fast. I'm liking that it's not dragged on, but I'm really curious about the things that I mentioned. How do you guys feel about the CGI with Komamura? What do you feel about his choice? And Giselle, if you know, you know. Let me know in the comments below. And also with Ichigo and Ichibe. So remember to like and subscribe, helps me quite a lot, and you guys get the latest videos on the series that I follow. Keep watching Bleach. Make sure to check out the podcast, because anime and yeah, things are gonna be very interesting to come. So I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye bye.